Welcome to the Efrat Emergency Medical Center. There's still a lot more to build in the building to finish up, but we're just about ready to move in and start our work. So why don't you come in? This is a project that has been in working ready for nearly 10 years. The height of the Intifada, our mayor, Eitan Golan Alav Shalom, had this thought that in light of the fact that the road closes down, and as our town grows and gets bigger and bigger, we really needed to develop our own emergency medical team. We started off with a very small caravan that grew into somewhat of a prefab building, and we right away started raising money to be able to build a permanent facility. About 3 years ago, we broke ground, and as you can see, we are now ready to move into a beautiful new medical center.
How big is this building?
So 3 floors. It's a total of close to 22,000 square feet, about 2,100 square meters. The building itself will house not only the emergency center, which is the nucleus of the building, but will be a home for the 2 largest HMOs, 2 Kupot Cholim, Maccabi and Muchedet, are going to be moving into the building. We're going to have a radiology center, have labs. We're also going to host the police station, Magen David Adom, and on top of that, so there should be psychological services in the building, and we also have a very large bomb shelter, which is, of course, to serve the entire area, which will allow us in emergency situations to move everything down into the bomb shelter. Hopefully we should never have to use it. Here you see the beautiful reception area. This is going to be a doctor's office, and we have another doctor's office on the other side, and in the middle is going to be the nursing room, and this is also the emergency birthing room. In Baruch Hashem, we have about 5 to 6 emergency births a year. So this is not the place to plan a birth, but if you get stuck on the road and you're not going to make it on time, then we do our best to accommodate. Dr. Zaev and Mitch Wiesel's group are going to be in the emergency center during the day hours, so the building will be able to function 24 hours a day. So their group, of course, will come in and enhance the center tremendously. In the evening, we take over, and there's full emergency room services throughout the night. We'll have a doctor. We're planning on adding on a nurse full-time with the doctor, so there'll be full services here. And even the radiology suite is going to be operational all night. We're going to have technicians that are going to man it. So if chas v'shalom someone needs an x-ray in the middle of the night, we'll be able to do it. This room is going to be the radiology center. We're going to have full x-ray services here, working with all the Kupot Cholim, obviously, and there's going to be an ultrasound unit. So this is the last stage, hopefully in about a month. There's oxygen pumping through the walls throughout. Every single doctor's office has its own oxygen point. This is going to be the main treatment room. We're going to have 3 or 4 beds in here with the extra Jerry chair, that is the treatment bed chair. This area is going to be a special area. This is going to be a pediatric center. We're going to have the walls painted over here. It's going to be a nice special area for children. In the back of this floor, Muchedet is bringing in all of their specialty doctors. So there's going to be a full area of cardiologists, radiologists, orthopedists.
What's the difference between this place and a mini hospital?
Well, essentially it functions similar to a mini hospital. The objective in every freestanding ER is to treat people and send them home. About 90 to 93% of people that come into a well-run ER are able to be treated in the place, stabilize them, and they're able to go home. If it's necessary, they're evacuated with an ambulance to a hospital. We have about 150 members of a volunteer squad, which are the core. This is going to be the David Applebaum Training Center. It's going to be in the memory of Dr. Applebaum. As many people know, the entire design of this building and the genius behind it is really Dr. Applebaum's. This was his thought process to design a building in this kind of caliber in a way that it could be self-sustaining. The uniqueness of this entire project is because we are hosting in the building the Kupot Cholim, the rent that they are paying us to be able to be in the building is going to cover our operational budget. Not entirely, but is going to give us enough to be able to make sure that we can sustain a high quality level of care. And this is part of his genius. When Dr. Glick originally started thinking about how to build this, he was very, very close to Dr. Applebaum Zatzal. And they sat together and planned it out in great, great, great detail. We do medical training for Magen David Adom, for the Army, for our doctors, and there's going to be ongoing lectures and training here. and all of the equipment necessary for a quality training center is going to be in this area. We're going to try to do a lot of public type of activity as well. And just in the first week of the official functioning of the building, which is going to be with a dedication ceremony, is going to be on June 20th. The same week we're going to have a very big blood drive that is going to be hosted here. And on the 24th we're going to have a big conference on halakha and emergency medicine, with the top halachic minds in the field coming in to give lectures to the public, and of course it's going to attract doctors and medics from all over the country that are going to be coming in for the conference. And we intend to do ongoing activities like that in partnership with the Kupot Cholim. We already approached for having a whole series of conferences here, from mother and child training to CPR training and so forth. The entire operation is run through the Efrat Emergency Medical Center, which is a non-profit organization led by Dr. Glick, David Israeli, Yossi Haas, and many wonderful people that are on our board, such as Dr. Yossi Orbach, Dr. Tzvi Dualetsky, and really incredible people that give a tremendous amount of hours to their time to run this. This section of the building is rented out to Kupat Cholim Muchedet. They are actually moving along pretty quickly. They hope to be finished by the summer. All of their specialty doctors are going to be in these rooms over here. This is a special area that we designed for the Magen David paramedics. There are 2 bedrooms. There's a beautiful living room, quarters with a kitchenette, and 2 little administrative offices, so they'll be able to count there. Paramedics are usually here on call 24 hours a day, and they're constantly running in and out with the ambulances, so we wanted them to have their own quiet area that they could sit in, and we really work very closely together because they're integrated into our team. Now on the lower floor in the back, this is going to be the police headquarters for the town. It's going to have 2 offices to be able to serve the public. On this side over here is going to be a dental clinic that Muchedet is running, and this space over here, which is a huge area right behind you, is going to be the new pharmacy in Efrat. Hopefully Gary is going to be moving his pharmacy over here. It's going to be almost double the size of what he has right now. We're looking forward to having a beautiful, spacious new pharmacy. All of the different therapies, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, everything is going to be in this center over here.
So the building is in all kinds of different levels of readiness, depending on when people are going to move in?
Correct. But the area that relates to the emergency center itself is complete and ready to move in. The Kupot Cholim that took space from us are a few months behind us in terms of their work. So welcome to our bomb shelter. This is a very large miklat, Baruch Hashem, so we hope really never have to use this in real emergency situations. But need be, we are able to move the whole emergency center fully functional down here. This was done with top quality the way the Army wanted us to do it.
David, this is a 3-story building. It's gigantic. We're going to have all the modern facilities. How much did this cost you?
By the time we finish buying all the furnishing and equipment, we should reach almost $4 million. It's been really hard work fundraising for it. Obviously, we still have a long way to go. We did take out a small mortgage in the process to be able to help us finish at the last stage, which we're going to have to pay back over the next few years. I figured it out, actually, that 38% of all the money that we raised came from local money. Really, people that live here in the entire Gush Etzion area really stepped up for the challenge and contributed very nicely, and still are contributing very significantly now as the building is coming to this final stage, and we need a lot of equipment and a lot of furnishing. People are really coming through. The Efrat Emergency Center is really designed to service the entire population from Kiryat Arba all the way to Yerushalayim. We are set to offer a quality service to all these people.
If somebody wants to donate, how do they do that?
So the organization has a tax deduction both in Israel, in England, and the United States. So people could donate in a wide variety of ways. They could contact me directly. You could approach it. You could go online and visit our website. And to us, this is really a community project, and it is based on a core of amazing volunteers. And we really do expect the public to step up and join us in this, and everyone should take part in it.